ankles, ready to put toe to leather and get this season started. Here he comes with the return. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Got the first down and still on his feet. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
One man in the backfield, and he gets it. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Guys, let's chat about Michigan. They lose in the semis last year. Any potential for a hangover this season?
I don't think so, and I think they obviously didn't finish last season the way they wanted to, but having the success they had, David, that opened the eyes to a lot of portal players around the country. They wanted to come here knowing they could build on that and take the next step.
And sometimes it takes those steps, Jesse. Like, you've got to crawl before you walk. And this team, they tasted it. They know what it feels like. They know what it's like to be in the playoffs, and they want more. And they get to take some anger out and some hard feelings out today to start this season.
The Wolverines come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Back to throw, it's Jean-Pierre. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
And the offense stays on the field on 4th and 1. I'm not sure they're just trying to make the defense jump. I believe they think they can get it. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
And the Wolverines are flying down the field. They'll run it from the gun. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The Wolverines can really attack on this 2nd and short. From the gun. Give on the inside. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
What a nice run there. And from the beginning of time, Michigan football has been synonymous with running the football. You can think back to Tyrone Wheatley, Anthony Thomas, Chris Perry, Hassan Haskins. Big physical runners that also had sprinter speed, and that could change the game. This dude right here, every time he has the football, he has the ability to go the distance, and that's what makes this Michigan offense so dangerous.
After that last loss, it's 2nd and 12. Dropping back, it's Underwood. The sure hands, it's Mark. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
And the Wolverines with the 1st and 10. They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Fires to the wideout. He caught it. And he was straining for the goal line, but the defense stopped him short.
Well, when you're throwing these comeback routes, man, the timing has got to be so good between the two of them because you know the ball is going to be in the air a long time. You can't throw it late. It's going to get picked. That time, really nice job of getting it out early, and the receiver doing a nice job on his route so that the ball was right on him as soon as he turned around.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on third here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
Slams it ahead. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
All right, decision time early. I'm just going field goal here. Put some points on the board and pay off this nice opening drive.
And I get that, but I'm going to be aggressive. I'm going for the touchdown. Even if I get stopped, they got to go almost the whole length of the field. I'm starting the game aggressive.
Trying to run it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Michigan. They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that.
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise on the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TD.
And he tacked on the extra point. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. He might want another play. Looking to throw on first down. Taking a shot on the first play. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew it, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit better there.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. This one's complete.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
Caught near the sticks. It's Malone. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it's a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
Firing to the right, complete. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. The Cyclones are in the hurry-up.
And this defense is figuring out early in this football game, man. They've got to be dialed in because this passing attack, it's lethal because they get it to their speedsters, and after the catch, they're really good. Got to tighten up that coverage and get those guys on the ground when they catch the football.
Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Looking downfield on first down. Unloads to the wideout. He caught it! Into the end
abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And he winds up right where he would have on the touchback. Goes out of bounds at the 25. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. The give from the gun. And a short gain on this run, and that'll bring us to the end of the first. We've played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see if someone can get the edge in the second quarter. Looking to throw, it's Underwood. Get it out on the screen. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
You hear about shot plays all the time. Offensive coordinators love to take deep shots down the field. They plan them. They plan when they're going to do them, and I bet you we'll plan to see a few more throughout this game.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Got his man. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
That's a really nice pass. You can see why this guy right here gives the Michigan faithful reason to be optimistic. You know, for years we know Michigan has always been good at running the football, but they've got to be able to throw. They've got to be more consistent, making big plays through the air. This guy gives them that chance.
And that is not where you want to miss. You do not want to miss high over the middle. A lot of that times that turns into an interception. He doesn't get that, but he's got to lower that football and give his receiver a chance to make a play on it.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Fires downfield. He's got an open man. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. And I think on that last completion, it was a good example of that.
Can't get him to just dismissing tackles. How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line? Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Power football with the run. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines! Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, and it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and the capper came on the run to the end zone from the 13. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Iowa State sending the offense back out. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Wants to adjust the pattern. They're going to open this drive with a pass. He's got the tight end. And that's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
It's complete to the right. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. And the Cyclones come to the line in the hurry-up. Wants to go up top on first down. Throws to the wideout. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Couldn't find a ton of room on that return, but that small change, they take over at the 43.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, they're trying to attack the middle of the field. That time the ball a little too high for his wide receiver, and it falls incomplete.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Banks. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Looking downfield, it's Underwood. Fires to the wideout. Complete in the middle. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
And he's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
And that's good enough for first down.
The Wolverines are on the move. On the run, it's Ray. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. And you saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He wants it all. And he can't find his man in the end zone as he was trying to pay off this red zone chance. Now third and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. From the gun, wants to pass. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's one way to make a stop. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. The Cyclones are backed up. They can feel the shadow of their own goalpost and trying to create some room. Making side adjustments here. To the air on first down. Under fire. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Let's talk for a second about Iowa State. The good news about starting the season outside the top 25, not a lot of lofty expectations. You can sneak up on a few teams, but sooner or later, you're going to want to get that attention and get into those rankings.
A lot more, but it's not impossible. In recent years, you saw it with Indiana coming out of absolutely nowhere. You saw it back in the day with USF. You've seen it with Rutgers. Like, in the past, you can do it. You can put it together, gain some momentum, but it starts with this game right here.
TCU reached the national championship game a few years back, and no one expected much of them that season either, so you never know. What's important is what people believe inside your own locker room. This team thinks they can do some really special things this year, and they get a chance to start strong here in week one.
The offense in its own end, still needing a couple of yards for the first down, but they'll stay out there and go for it on fourth. Whistle blows, and this is the 2-minute timeout, and these guys have a chance to take the lead before halftime. A couple of yards short of the first down in your own territory, but they are going to go for it on fourth. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab past the marker. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. A fresh set of downs after that fourth down conversion, but still the up-tempo as they get to the line quickly. Wants to throw again. That one comes out hot down the right side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Man, if you're going to win games, you have got to hit on the home run type plays, and that was a great opportunity right there. The receiver has got to be able to look that football in and make the catch.
Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. This time it's complete. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this third down play. It's complete on the right side. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Wants to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Can't hold on. He had him right down the middle, and he flat dropped it.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Might be calling a hot route. They'll go to work in the air on second down. He's got him this time. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. They're going to go to the air on third and short. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. He'll try to take it back. They finally make the stop, and not only the huge turnover, but the big return has them set up in business.
And if you're the quarterback, you might want to stop throwing that guy's way. I mean, you knew coming into this game, David, he's one of the best corners in the entire country. He's already been picked off twice now. He is literally living in this quarterback's head rent-free.
And so nice to have a guy like this that can cut off half the field, because now you can put resources elsewhere. He's
just steamrolling the defense. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be first and goal.
And I love that play call. There's a great example of sudden change situation, right? Your defense gets the turnover. You get it right back. The very first play, let's be aggressive. Let's take a shot and see if we can catch the defense napping. Boy, oh boy, did that ever work out great.
And the defense stuffs the run, and the ball will remain at the 2. Got stopped on first down. They'll try it again from the 2. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan. Quick strike through the air for the score.
Man, that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a 2-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Makes the catch. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Makes the grab. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Looking to throw on first down. Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. He wants to change this route. To the air on second down. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Wolverines will line up to kick off and start the second half. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Stopped at the 26, brought it out in the end zone, picked up an extra yard. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring drive.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here would be huge.
Second down, they'll go to the air. He uncorks a bullet to the right. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
This offense is done being patient. They're down on the scoreboard here. Now, early in their first possession in the third quarter, they're being aggressive. They're taking shots. They're trusting their playmakers outside to get it done. That time the defense, really nice job forcing the incompletion. They were ready for it. This offense, though, they need to stay aggressive.
And the Cyclones want to pick up the tempo.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. Just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Complete to the right. Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds on the 29, and now they're threatening. The Cyclones are moving quickly down the field. Quarterback may change this route. Looking to throw on first down. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. And the Cyclones will have it first and 10. They'll throw it from the red zone. Rushes on him. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, it's a great job by the back end of the defense that time, making up for what the front end of the defense couldn't do. The quarterback had all day to throw that ball, but it was the hit in coverage that forces the incompletion.
Zings it complete to the right. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Dumps it to the back. It's complete. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal. The Cyclones started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. A first down run in the red zone. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Iowa State. The AT unit on the field.
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the second level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They just saw their lead cut in half, and now they'll try to answer. Leaves it with the back. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, Just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain. Quickly complete. There he goes. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. To the air, it's Underwood. Caught in the backfield, it's Banks. And good blocking in space out there to give him enough room to pick up the first down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
It's complete to the left. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. New set of downs after the completion. They'll leave it with him. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And this D needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
He leaves it with his back. He is going nowhere, and this defense is manhandling this running game on the last couple of snaps.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, 3rd quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
And the QB just makes it look easy. Drop back, surveys the field, makes the correct decision, throws the ball where his receiver can catch it, doesn't put it in harm's way. That's a really good quarterback making it look easy.
Oh, he's got a chance. They'll put the brakes on him at the 21, give him a yard. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Handoff from the shotgun. They make the stop after a pickup of 3. Ball's at the 18. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Looking for a man. It's Underwood. Got his man on the outside. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the first down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set, why aren't you getting past the first down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was, but now, 4th down, offense has to make a decision.
The throw, complete and looking for enough for the first down. And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost. That might seem like a risky call to go for it on fourth down there, but you can't just hand the defense a win in that spot, David.
No, and when you go back and you look at games, a lot of times those field goals get you beat. And this offense is like, forget that, we're going to be aggressive. And because they got it, it was a great call.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
This has been really good for the defense, too. It's kind of a bend-don't-break mentality, right? Really bowing up with your backs against the wall. If you can win this next third down, try to force the opponent into a field goal. That's a win if you're on defense.
It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
And look at the quarterback, look at the players on offense. They're overlooking at the sidelines, begging to stay on the field and try and score this touchdown. They've been on the field for so many plays, for so long. When you've done all that work, you want to capitalize and you want to score a touchdown. You don't want to be kicking a field goal at this point.
And the offense stays aggressive. They try to throw the football and just weren't on the same page. It was an incompletion. He could have done a better job, I think, throwing the ball to his receiver and maybe making it where it's more of a 50-50 ball where he can make a play. Defense gets the big stop.
Looking downfield on first down. Takes a hit as he fires. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
Well, the quarterback was in a world of trouble there. He was under pressure. He knew he was going to get hit, so he's just trying to get rid of it, but he forced it into double coverage. He's lucky that was only an incompletion.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. And back to the air on second down. Got it in the middle. It's Malone. Oh, he's got some space. Gets enough for the first down, but not sure they'll get another playoff here in the third quarter. These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Snagged out of the air. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. And the Cyclones will hustle to the line.
Well, offensively, they knew they were going to have some matchups they could take advantage of in this one, and all of a sudden, this quarterback has now over 300 yards passing in the game.
Grabs it inside the 15. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8. Looking to throw. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Cyclones! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And this QB starting to do some work, man. The big explosive play in the passing game. You get inside the 10, you're thinking run. Everybody thinking run. You back it up with another pass, another great throw, and quickly this offense gets right to the end zone.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Guys, here come those maize and blue wing helmets on offense. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Dropping back, it's Jean-Pierre. It's incomplete, and that also might be what is called a learning experience and one this freshman got away with. They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. And this is going to be intercepted. A big play in a tie game. Takes it the other way. Touchdown, Iowa State.
juncture of the game, one play is going to make the difference. It's going to be a momentum-changing play. Who's going to come up with it that time, Pollock? It's the pick six to break the tie.
And the defense, you're thinking, get a stop, get a stop. This is late in the fourth quarter. This is how we're going to get a win. Our offense is going to go down the field. No, they get the turnover, they force it, and they get to the end zone to create the massive game-changing play.
So here comes the Michigan offense. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot, and now let's see if they can pull this one out. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. The Wolverines moving quickly to the line.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Moves away as he feels pressure. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. And the Wolverines have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Got a man. It's Banks. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26. To the ground with the back. Sweet cut there. Really good running. Gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Wolverines in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Running back searching for a hole. They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line.
The coaches told us in pregame that they love this back's mixture of speed and power. Listen, he's not the power back all the time, but he's moving so fast that it's hard to get him to the ground.
And guys, if they can make their way into the end zone, we'll have a tie game in the 4th, and the stage will be set for a great finish. Got his man on the right. Touchdown, Wolverines! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. Extra point here will tie the game. And no problem on that extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the 4th. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big, a lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
Iowa State sending the offense back out. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Gonna take a shot. Wide open, he makes the catch. Just like that, a huge gain, and they've got it inside the 10. They'll mark it at the 8. And this offense can just about taste taking the lead in the 4th quarter, but you do want to be careful not to score too quickly. The Cyclones are threatening on 1st and goal.
Slide 22. Slide.
They'll try to get it in with the run. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Quarterback making checks. Going to swing it on 2nd down. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete.
Great job of timing the blitz and calling it at a perfect moment when the offense was going to drop back and throw. They're able to get to him, hit him. They don't get the sack, but they do affect his accuracy, and it falls incomplete.
Looking for the touchdown on 3rd and goal. Pocket breaking down. Quarterback strolling away from heat. He's got him in the flat.
And sometimes I think there are decisions, and you've got to make the tough decisions, and that's your job. That's why you get paid the big bucks, but I'm taking the lead. I'm kicking the field goal. I'm taking no chances.
And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. And now they've taken the lead in the final 2 minutes and set the stage for a great finish.
Well, the offense and special teams did their job, right? Here late in the 4th quarter, they put themselves now in position to win this game. It all comes down to the defense. Can they deliver? If they get the stop, they win this game.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To throw, it's Underwood. Grabbed over the middle, it's Marsh. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Looking to fire. Throws for the tight end. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Well, the defense finally showing some life there. It's been tough sledding, too, because this offense has been lighting them up through the air. But a nice individual effort that time, forcing the incompletion.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Got it in the middle, it's Banks. Good pickup there as he gets the 1st down, and they'll mark him at the 48. They'll give it to the back. Picks up the 1st down. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Pulls it in. It's Norton. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And I think the defense doing a really good job of understanding this is late in the game. It matters. Taking away the sidelines, taking away the middle of the field, making him kind of check the football down, go through his progressions, and make that clock tick.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
The Wolverines are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Looking to throw, it's Underwood. Grab near the marker, it's Marsh. And he gets out of bounds to stop the clock. They've got a 1st down, they're in plus territory, and they've got a chance to win the game. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. Safe little shovel pass. He gets just inside the red zone and goes out of bounds at the 19.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Wants to go up top. catch in the middle. It's Norton. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Got to get to the line, get it settled, get the clock stopped for the potential game-tying field goal. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10.
That is how it's done on 3rd down and short. No doubt about it. An easy hole to get through and clearly get the 1st down.
If you really want to simplify football, the lone man wins. That time the offense got the better of the D. Easily picked that up.
They get the timeout called. 11 seconds remaining to play. They keep pushing forward now, back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Looking for the score! And that one sails through the back of the end zone.
Yeah, at this point of the game, guys, 4th quarter, you're trailing. You know that they're going to be throwing the ball, trying to be aggressive and try to climb back into this one. Couldn't come up with it there on 2nd down. Let's see what happens on 3rd.
Let's it fly! Touchdown, Michigan! And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
And how about this QB coming up clutch in a big moment? Gotta have it. You've dreamed about it your whole life. He puts the ball on the money. They make the catch, take the lead with seconds remaining on the clock.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The offense changing the play. Looking to throw on 1st down. A deep throw as the clock winds down. The ball hits the ground, and this thing is over. An absolutely heartbreaking loss. We've waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.
And the first games are so much fun. You've been practicing against each other over and over all through camp. Now you get to come out, start the season off 1-0, Jesse. Great start.
It was a great start for the winning team. Now, for the losing team, obviously not the way you want to get into this season. There were some mistakes with